Hi, this is Johnny Burgin with another Chicago Blues guitar lesson. I'm here in Buffalo, New York, with my friend Pete Worden. Many Buffalo, Western New York blues fans know Pete from his many gigs around here. Great guitar player. Together, we're going to play a little bit of How Long Can This Go On by Junior Parker, but the Otis Rush instrumental version is called Easy Go. Take it away. One more time. Thanks, Pete. Did you have fun?
Yes, I did.
All right. Let's stay on the one. This is a great time to introduce the band. We don't have a band right now, but if you were, this is a great set break song. Pete Worden. Oh.
Thank you so much.
All right, hope you guys enjoyed that little pick in there with me and my friend Pete. Great player. Check out his music. Originally I was going to talk about the Earl Hooker version, which is really great. I was going to talk about the original version and Easy Go. And you know what? I think that lesson would take about 2 days. So I've got to simplify it down a little bit. I guess there's two main points, and one is to go back and listen to the Junior Parker version and then try to play the melody on your own. That's what Otis Rush did, and that's what Earl Hooker did, with very different results. But he goes, how long since my baby been gone? I just got back in town and I was looking around. So the melody is an interesting, cool melody, and you can try it in D. And sort of sting it a little bit so it's not totally minor, not totally major. I'm pushing it up just a hair and then vibratoing it from that point where the home bass is not... The home bass is from where I pushed it up from, if that makes sense. So I push it up a hair and then I start going back and forth, going back to that area. And then one thing that Otis Rush does so great, he goes, which is very much like something Earl Hooker would do with the slide. He goes, he'd do that with the slide. I just played that in a different position, 5th and 7th fret, or on the G string, or 10th and 12th. There's so much influence of Earl Hooker on Otis Rush, but it comes out like Otis. So and then on the original, the original guitar is really cool. That must be Wayne Bennett. But again, I'm putting too much in there. So try that. This is great for learning how to vibrato bent notes. This is 12 down to 10 on the G string, 10th fret. Now this is tricky, but this is the way I do it. I'll take my third finger and slide that down to the 10th fret of the A string, and then slide it down again to the 8th fret of the A string. I know, so you're going, whoa, too fast. So, how long since my baby been gone? Just got back in town, and I was looking around. So, you could do this. That doesn't sound very melodic or singing, does it? It doesn't really sound like you're singing it. You know, that's the whole point. He's really singing it first, then he's going to play. He does that also on Will My Man Be Home Tonight. You know. That's how I do it. Maybe he does it with his first finger, but it's the same principle, moving your third finger back and getting a real crying sound that way. That's the way he goes to the 5. It's something similar to that. And that's that crying up, all the way up, and you can try that with a slide too. I just had a slide handy. Here it is. So like the Earl Hooker version, this is really fast, and he's like, you know. So, that's best, you know, that's in this, I think he does it here. Out of sort of this A-shaped bar chord. So let's try, remember how we were talking about this? Pushing that almost all the way up and then unbending it and playing the new note with your third finger. Sounds real like you're building suspense. Slide into it real slow. 10th fret up to 8th fret up to 10th fret. And he does that a few times, and finally, you know. So that's a slight digression in the Earl Hooker way of doing the melody, but you can totally follow it. So you can play it with a slide, you can play it fast like Earl Hooker, you can play it real kind of menacing and a funky late night groove. That's that late night groove that the Easy Go has. And I really like this groove. I like this rhythm guitar part. It's kind of like the song Riding High Turned Sideways a little bit, you know. And they take that and they slow it down, and then it's got that really awesome, that sharp 9 chord. This is the rhythm guitar part. That guy's name was Fred. Doggone it, I'm forgetting right now. I looked it up in the Stephen Wurst discography. If anybody knows about that fellow, I will make a note of that. So that's that sharp 9 chord. This is like a D ninth with your pinky on the 6th fret. And then you make a G7th, just like Hold It by Bill Doggett, right? Back to the 12th and 10th. So learning the rhythm guitar part would be really great. You could loop that and then practice your melody. And you could play the melody another octave. Why not? Yeah, that's like the Earl Hooker take on the melody towards the end of his version, put in this version. So you can see how crazy I am. I'm always mixing things up, mixing things around. And, you get to do that once you get a basic handle on the melody. So after that, I could do a whole separate lesson on the stuff Otis Rush plays in Easy Go. It's like mind-blowing. But the main thing I notice is that he has a theme for each go-around. Then it doesn't have to seem so like you're climbing Mount Everest or jumping off a cliff or something. It's like, okay, the first go around, I got this theme. And the first theme is really nice for laying out what you're going to be doing. Where, what are the ingredients? It's kind of like putting on a cooking show, the guy has all, or the woman has all the ingredients laid out on the counter. There's the garlic, there's the ginger, whatever it is, in pretty little bowls, ready to go into the pan, right? So that's what your first go around of your solo is like. You're putting those ingredients on the counter. So he goes like, something like that. And that's saying, dude, I'm totally in D in this area right now. Can't, he almost played like the whole D chord if he did that, but he had somebody else to do that. So something like that, right? The second time he plays the same thing, but a little more complicated. I forget what he did after that, but basically that sort of stated his theme for the first go around. Second go around, he's like, then he's more in this area. So, he didn't just play all his cards at once, right? He sort of created a theme to to take him through the whole 12 go arounds, and then like by the time you get to the 5, you could spice it up a little bit, and you can, once you set a pattern, you can break it. So these are the kind of things that you see in his, when he improvises. And then later on, like he does all the stuff in here. Then he manages to grab those 2 notes together to create more crying sounds, and it's just tremendous. Then later on, he's like, okay, I set all that up there. Now I'm going to get real funky and like be down here. Just right out of his chords, right? Right out of this sort of D minor chord. You could take a part of a chord and ride on that for 4 bars, And then, you could break that. Yeah. So that's another example of like setting a nice pattern and then breaking it. So anyway, this lesson is like pretty much too complicated to talk about Earl Hooker, Junior Parker, and Otis Rush, and the solo, and the melody, and the slide. But it's just all like takes on one song, right? How long can this go on? It's a nice song, great song for a set break. At the end, like when Otis just plays on the one, There's that D sharp 9 chord again, which is 5, 4, 5 on D, on A, D, G, B. That's a great time. On bass, Joe on bass. Mark on drums, and so on. You know, thanks for coming out, guys. So thanks for watching this video, man. And if you have some Otis Rush memories, I'm always happy to hear them. Even Junior Parker, Earl Hooker. I like this part. See, he even took the muddy kind of thing and customized that. There's different ways to play that. So have fun playing this cool melody. See where it takes you. Try breaking up those long improvisations into like short themes. And then once you establish that theme, feel free to, that's when you throw in a curveball and take it somewhere you might not have thought. So I hope this helps you. Tune into my lessons every Monday. Join me on Patreon to support these videos, and see you next time. Thanks a lot.